Taking a look at both of these teams, Stan, what impresses you the most about them?
I would say the overall depth. Both of these teams have a lot of guys they can throw out there in certain situations. And as a coach, that versatility makes a big difference when you're trying to figure out your rotations.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Sam Hauser. And it's Keita in at center, locking down the middle. Here's Nembhard following the bucket by Boston. Pass to Siakam. Releases, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now here's Hauser. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Pritchard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip-in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And there's the screen. There's Nesmith with the three. Hauser grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And some tough salary decisions this summer for the Boston Celtics, Coach.
Well, in one way, it's a good problem to have, possessing too much talent. But with this new CBA, it's harder to retain everybody like we saw with Celtics teams of old.
Here's Siakam following the three by Boston. Launches the three, and the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Keita, and here's Hauser. He's covered by Siakam. Inside. Indiana with a rebound. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And they want to avoid getting in foul trouble again. That's what really hurt them against this team last time.
Yeah, look, those careless fouls will drive a coach nuts. You've got to be disciplined and tied together to have success.
Walsh is checked in for Boston. Siakam looking it over. Six on the shot clock. Nails the baby hook.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Right side Brown. Count that one. Brown's got 7 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
White, the pass to Keita. Outside Pritchard. Nice D from Nembhard. Pacers trail by 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Siakam. Rebounded by the Celtics. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
Here's Furphy, still without a bucket. Out to the right wing. Here's Huff. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to White. Kick out to Brown. The 3. And White, the bucket on the assist by Brown.
Sometimes you just know it's coming. White couldn't wait to let that one fly. Respond to the 3 on the other end.
Here's Furphy. He picked up 10 in his last game. Nembhard for 3. Keita pulls it in. Pass to Pritchard. to the left side wing. Here's Walsh. Fires the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And so it's the Boston Celtics finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Chris Boucher out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the three. Jackson gets the bucket.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Now here's Walker. 13 points in the win against Miami.
Yeah, and look, he came up huge defensively, grabbing 4 steals during the game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you, B.A.
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Siakam, he's checked in for Potter. Furphy comes in for Walker. And it's Nesmith in for Shepard. Pacers trail by 6. Siakam, right side. McConnell outside. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Lets a floater go. And scoring inside Siakam. Siakam's got 6 points. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
You know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because it's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
changes. Brown comes in for Walsh, and it's White in for Simons. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Now here's Brown. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Tillman, the rebound by Jackson.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Jackson, the screen. McConnell passes to Siakam. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
The Pacers making a switch here. Huff's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Cadis checked in for Tillman. McConnell finds Siakam. Here's Furphy. Siakam outside. Over Boucher. The bank shot, no good. Boston leading by 4. Outside Pritchard.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Boucher. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Siakam outside. And there's a pick. Here's Huff. Launches it. Fires it in the triple. Huff's got 6 points.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. Brown sinks it from way out.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That three at the other end didn't sit well with them.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. There's no question. Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
He's checked in for McConnell. Boston also changing it up. Hauser comes in for Boucher, and Anthony Simons subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Huff. He has 6. Up top, Siakam. Outside, Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by White.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Hauser. No points so far. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
So nice passing by Indiana here. Tries to break his ice. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got 8.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Simons, left side. That shot off the mark. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Celtics up 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, Rick. What did you think of your team's offensive execution in the first half?
We got to get it moving more. We got to get it driven more. They're very physical. You're trying to run plays. They blow all that stuff up. And so bottom line with our offense, we got to get some more stops. That'll help our offense.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hey folks, what a start for Jaylen Brown.
Listen, so far, Jaylen Brown has been terrific. To be fair, sometimes we expect him to have more games like this just because of his natural talent, but he's getting more and more consistent every year.
He knows how great he can be, and he's showing out tonight. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Raptors, to even have a chance, they'll probably have to play their best game of the year. I think you could do that in stretches. But can they do it all tonight, Shaq?
I don't see it.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Pacers trail by 5. We've got Pascal Siakam. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Nesmith. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Hauser, that's good.
Such confidence as a passer. Hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Well, the Pacers shooting at about 44% so far. Pass to Furphy. Nembhard outside. And here's Siakam. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the pick. For 3. Wow, Siakam showing the range.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
And here's Indiana now, following the bucket by Boston. Huff, good.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Outside Pritchard. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Brown. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And here's Nembhard. No made baskets yet. Nesmith on the wing. Nembhard outside. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by White.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Get your cameras ready for the Pacers Hype Crew.
All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams. The Celtics, second.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Nembhard outside. Over to the left wing. Siakam outside. Nembhard outside. 4 on the clock. There's Nesmith with the 3. And Indiana misses again.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Here's Brown. Siakam pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 6. Nesmith with it to the wing, right side. Some nice passing by Indiana here. And Indiana misses again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
White, the pass to Queta. Oh, swiped away. Siakam outside. Siakam gets doubled. Nembhard outside. And it's all from three-point range. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to White. Not going to go that time. Oh, nice D from Nesmith. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Outside, Brown. From outside, off the mark. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Pass to Furphy. Outside Nesmith. Here's Huff. Defended by Brown. Huff, the pass to Siakam. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Celtics. Richards got 4 rebounds now.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Left side, Brown. Outside White. The third quarter comes to a close. Boston out in front. They lead by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. So the Celtics 5 right now. We've got Anthony Simons, Chris Boucher out there with Xavier Tillman. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Walsh in at the small forward position. 3-pointer Pritchard. Siakam pulls down the board.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Jackson, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
And he sinks the second. Celtics lead by 3. To the paint. Tillman passes to Simons. Shoots. Walsh can't get it to go. The Pacers shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pascal gets it done in traffic.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Boston's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. There's Simons with a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. McConnell with it. Pritchard picks him up. Siakam outside. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul of the game. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Celtics also with a sub. Brown, he's checked in for Walsh. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Now here's McConnell. 6 to shoot. Pass to Walker to take the lead. Simons with a rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
Outside, Brown. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Here's Siakam. Ooh, Siakam looking comfortable inside.
There's certain nights Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
Pritchard outside. Here's the pass to Brown. Unloads. Oh, the shot is off. Indiana leading. Jacks up a three. Oh, the shot is off. Outside Simons. Here's Brown. Beyond the arc. And Brown knocking down the triple.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Let's see what you got. Get down.
Here for the Pacers. Furphy's checked in for Walker. Neesmith comes in for Shepard. And it's Nimhart in for McConnell. Boston also changing it up. Cadis checked in for Tillman. Hauser comes in for Boucher. And Derek White subbed in for Simons. Now here's Neesmith. He's guarded by White. Here's Siakam. Yes, sir! Banking in the layup.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Boston's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Now Brown. Puts up the tray. That misses. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Off on the layup. Boston's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. From about 16. Pritchard outside. White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's been in a big spot or two. Get it to NBA champ Derek White.
Here's Siakam. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And this is why the team relies on Siakam. In the big moments, you can trust him with the shot.
Now here's Brown. Jaylen Brown gets it to fall.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Siakam, nifty move. Yes, it's good.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star, someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
Brown inside.
Look, Brown has proven himself to be a clutch performer, and he does it again.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
You know what time it is, Pacers Nation. Time to get loud in your Pacers dance crew.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Siakam. Yes, sir!
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Team foul. At the line for the Celtics. Pritchard. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Throws it up. And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.